Wembley! Wembley! Where the famous Manchester United are going to Wembley! 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 Where the famous Man United and we own Wembley! 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 Get in there! Get a fuck in there, Kobe! Get in there! Get in there, people! Get in there! Get in there! The question we're gonna come to: is it too little, too late for Eric and there's a lot of the players? But as far as that, what a fucking game! Oh my god! I didn't watch. You know, I didn't watch the second half. I watched the first half because I didn't give us any hope, Jarvis. I didn't give us any hope. The season's been bullshit. I watched the first half and I was a bit shocked, and I was like, well, they can't hold on for 2-0. 2-0 is the most dangerous scoreline in world in football. But then, you know, I was at an event. I was helping out a friend, and I was hearing, oh, it's 2-1, something like 90-something minutes, and I'm like, there we go again. You know what I mean? But you know what? There we are, people. Get in, Manchester United. Get in. Get in. Jarvis, tell me, what did you think about the game? Big up to you.
Oh, you know, it was a brilliant game. Winning a trophy, Wembley, against our arch rival, if I can call them that, at least in the last couple of years. You know, how did we do it? For me, we talked about it, Nuruddin, in the show. The low block, the central areas, all the tactics. But today, I just want to keep my focus on the performance of the players. You know, they were up for it for once. They were aggressive. They were cutting down the space, didn't leave anything open. And you know, I think City was a little bit off today. I think the thinker man, Pep Guardiola, overthought how to beat Man United in a way. He put in what's his name, Kovac or Kovacic and Guardiola on the left winger, and I think it was a mess. The players didn't recognize the patterns anymore, and it made this much more easy for us. So I'm very happy. And the second goal, Nuruddin. Let's talk about the second goal first, because that was a beauty. One of the most beautiful goals I've seen in the Man United game for many years, like for a team play. And how we did it was a brilliant way. I will tell you more about it afterwards when we go deep into the tactics of the game. But I'll let you talk about that goal, Nuruddin.
Yeah, the goal was just a brilliant switch. It was a fantastic switch by Rashford, who actually was trying to foot in today, try to tackle. The players, to me, the reason why I say it's too little, too late is that where the fuck has this performance been, Jarvis? Where the fuck has it been all season? Where has it been when it mattered? Where has it been? But the switch, we talked about it on Thursday night. We said that the wide guys playing as the central, because we know how Man City are going to play. They're going to give the space in behind. We said wide guys, what did we say? The wide guys have to go inside. And the switch of the play by Rashford was a brilliant ball. But then Bruno scanning, 4 times he scanned, looked. And then the Kobe, we know Kobe's usually really good in terms of finishing. So brilliant from him. But to me, the only thing that is like, I look at the manager, I look at the players, I'm like, where the fuck have you been all season? Do you know what I mean? Where the fuck have you been all season? I disagree with you. I think Man City play the way they usually play, but because United players were so up for it, were so focused, were so determined. This is the first time I've seen Manchester United players keep the ball when they've been heavily pressed. You know? The midfield, we said, what did we say on Thursday? Pack the midfield. And today, I've got to give it to all of them. Everybody did their job. And I thought Amrabat was incredible. Honestly, the work rate of Amrabat today and Kobe were incredible. But everybody did their job today. Everybody did their part. And I actually think I'm quite disappointed. I think we were good enough to score 3 or even maybe 4.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
We had
So
we had one goal disallowed in the first half on an
yeah,
offside that wasn't that much, and we had our chances, so we could have scored more. But then again, City had some
the
big
chances.
chances. Alvarez had two big chances.
Yeah,
Holland had one in the crossbar, and they have the goal from Duku. So. But in a way, I saw the statistics of the game. I think City have had a XG expected goals of 1.15. It must be the lowest of their season. And we had more shots on goal than City, I believe.
yeah, yeah, we did. Let's
Yeah.
welcome to the stream, man. How you doing, King? I hope it's not too cold. I hope that the win of Manchester United has warmed you up all the way in cold Johannesburg. I hope you're feeling a bit warmer. I hope you've had a beer or two. I've had you had that South African beer or two. Big up, love and like people. Smash a like on the video. Manchester United don't win FA Cups. The last time we won was 2016. 2016, yeah, I was right. Yeah, 2016. So let's go, people. We've not won the FA Cup. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite trophies. It's the oldest cup competition in the world. But I couldn't really enjoy it because I've been so angry. You know how angry I've been with this team. I went to help my friend instead today, and I watched their first half. And then after that, I was like, you know what? I need to go and help my friend. So, but when I heard it was 2-1 and it's like 90 something minutes, I was like, oh crap. But I'm so happy that the players, the performance they put in deserved that. I watched the second half just before I came live, and they put in a real tough work. And yeah, City weren't at the races. I don't think City have been that amazing in the running for the league. I genuinely don't. I thought Spurs for the last part bullied them. I thought Nottingham Forest should have done something against them. So for me today, I was asking for composure and playing football, and actually when we win the ball back, can we pass it? Can we keep it? And we show that. But I'm like, where the fuck has that been all season? Where has it been? But go ahead, Lesso. Tell me what you think about the game, bro.
No, to be honest, obviously I can't really speak too loudly, someone is with me right now. She's sleeping, so but on the real, the game has been, it has been a roller coaster. I did say that if we actually play, if we actually implement the right tactics, the right formation, and the right mentality into the game, you always have a chance. You always have a chance. I've never been on that narrative that you should lose a game before you start it. And we did that. We did that. We applied the right tactics. We suggested the right, we made the right substitutions as well. The in-game management was spot on from Tanakh. He managed the game correctly. I never felt that they would come back. Even when they scored that one goal, you knew it was a mistake. Everything was solid. From the first minute to the 90th was solid. Defensively, we were a unit. We defended cohesively. You could see a shape and you could see a team that was well coached. But I was asking myself the same question: where was this the entire season? If we had played like this and we gave the right commitments and we made the right substitutions, he made the changes that were necessary at the time, we could have easily been top four. None of these teams were anything special, to have finished above us. So that's the frustrating part for me. But I can't look at that right now. I'm actually in a bit of a good mood that we've actually got a trophy. This is what this club is all about. This is what we cherish, and we remember Man United for being a club that strives to win trophies and never stops winning. That's the mentality that we supported this club about. But overall, it was a very, very great game. City, took the ball of the eye of the ball, rather, should I say. Their players were actually, out there celebrating after that league win. They were out in the early hours of the morning, and for me, that showed disrespect. If I felt there's anything, if I was a football player and I saw an opposition team that I was gonna play in the final, they were after winning one trophy, and they know they're gonna face us, and they go out partying, up until the early mornings after winning a league trophy. that's just major respect. That if anything, that gives me an extra boost to show them that we're nothing to toy about. You should take us seriously, because for me they showed the Man United team that they're not really they're nothing to worry about in the final. And I feel like that actually gave them the extra motivation to say, what, we're playing for our pride today. As a team, we're gonna do what we need to do, whether the manager's here or the manager's not here. We're gonna play for this badge and we're gonna fight together. And that's what I saw today. And that gives me motivation. But at the same time, let's see what we do going forward. Whether they keep the manager, let's see what we do. As Ineos, as well as Man United and the team as well. But yeah. I'm happy about the win. I don't want to put too much negativity and anything like that. Let's just look to the positives at the moment.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
look
big
at
one.
positives.
Yeah. Listen, for me, the biggest thing is where this has been. That's my question, but let's go through it in terms of tactically. I thought the first half, I thought we controlled them tempo-wise. We had to defend. We had to stay strong. We had to be resolute. We had to not give an inch. And when we got on the ball, that was the most impressive thing for me today. The most impressive thing in that first half for me was that when we got on the ball, we kept it. It wasn't a hot fucking potato FC. It wasn't panic FC. It was play, bang, connect, bang, play. That's what I saw. That's what I saw. And this is what I've been talking about, people. This is what I've been screaming about. This is what I've been angry about all season. But they put it together for one game. They put it together for one game. And I'm like, where the fuck has that been? Where the fuck has that been? I thought, yes, Kokovic in terms of the midfield. Who do you think they should have played? Do you think they should have played? He should have played because they're keeping the ball possession. Do you think he should have played Araves? He should have played another striker. I thought we did a job on Haaland. First half. I thought Varane was magnificent. I thought Martinez was magnificent. But I thought Wan-Bissaka was really good as well, out wide. I thought the midfield, we packed it. We talked about it on Thursday night, people. We said the only way we could see maybe us getting something from the game is we pack the midfield, if we play two wide guys, and yeah, the first goal, obviously it was an error. Ortega did what he did, you know what I mean? And we said that. Did I say that about Guardiola? Spurs targeted him. Nottingham Forest targeted him. He's a centre half. He's not a left back. He's a centre half. So that ball that comes and the goalkeeper doesn't read it. I mean, Garnacho, he would have been dreaming about that first goal. Like, what I loved about Garnacho that he actually got in there. People, we've got nearly 500 of you. Please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. The city is red. The city is red. Where are all of you blues? Where are you? You're not here. The city is red. The city is red. Get in there. Get in there. Silence. Silence from the young. You know, every time you get beaten in the derby, some of my neighbours, they get the kids to write the score and post it through. Guess what? I'm giving it back to them. I wrote the big score. I filled it in with a crayon and I posted it for them.
Fantastic.
I posted it for them. But in terms of the work rate, the heart, the passion, the togetherness that they show today, it just breaks me, Jarvis. I can't not think and think, where the fuck has they been all season? And it don't matter who's been on the pitch. It should not matter. We are a Manchester United football club. It should not matter who the fuck is on the football pitch.
Well, the question you're asking is a good question, Nuruddin, and I think it's a multi-layered answer for it. You know, where did the players go? What happened? I think it has a lot to do with, I think Ten Hag's tactic style is a little bit difficult for the players to understand, so it takes time. I think they need to drill more for it to be. But today, we play the 4-2-2, or what we used to call back in the days in the 90s, we used to call it the 4-4-2 defensive. We used to have two sitting center midfielders at that time. Ferguson used this formation a lot in the 90s, early 90s. We played with Paulins and Roy Keane as the two sitting, and a little bit higher up with the wingers. So, I think Ten Hag and the players need to show up and do this more often. Yeah, that's true. But we have had injuries. Today we saw what happened when Lisandro Martinez is back and Varane. The aggressiveness makes it much more easy for the central midfielders to do their job properly, because they can drift. They can rely on the center back pushing up and tightening the space behind them. So we could see that today. But today we didn't play a Ten Hag style of football. I believe we played like the 4-2-2, and we played in a low block, kind of semi counter-attacking. So this style won't win us the league. Let's be fair. So the question is, do we want to keep Ten Hag in the next season? Because this is not what Ten Hag will do next season, the 4-2-2. So my question to you, Nuruddin, is how do you see Ten Hag for next season? Do you think he's gone, or will he stay on?
I think he's from his body language today. It looks like he might be gone. Big up Mufc, the brilliant game. Glad we won. What's funny, City are doing the parade for being runners up. Big up the panel. We needed this win. Also, free Palestine. Big up Mufc. Big up Mufc. I know you went to Wembley, and I'm so happy for you if you went to Wembley. Love and light, man. Big up to you. Mumbai, talk to me. The city is red. The city is red. Where are all you dirty blues? We can't hear you. Where are ya? We can't hear you. But to me, aspects of it is too little, too fucking late. Because these players, this manager, this fucking coaching staff, all these people have it in them. But where the fuck has it been? Saeed, let me know if you're free, man. Jump on. I want to hear your 2 pence, man. Let me know. Let me know if you can jump on, bro. Big up to you. Big up, Saeed. Make sure you go and get Saeed to 100,000 K people, because he deserves it. He fucking puts the work in. He puts the fucking work in. So it's the least you can do, people. He puts his heart and soul into this. So go on, subscribe to his channel, and big up to Saeed. He didn't go. Obviously, you know that he's got a leg injury. I'm glad he didn't risk it, because all those Wembley stairs and all of the pain and suffering. If you lose the game, it adds to the pain. It's injury to insult. But Bumbaye, take it away. Let me know what you thought about the game.
Absolutely buzzing. I thought we were excellent. First half especially. You know what? We have been under Eric Ten Hag. Couldn't have asked for a better finish to the season with the run that we had. Nobody expected us to win really any of those games. But for me, thought we were better than Newcastle. I said we were better than Arsenal. Thought Brighton gave us the most trouble, but 7 points, 3 really difficult sides. So it just clicked, man. And he changed things. And yeah, people are within their right to say too little, too late. But the fact that I'm seeing it is what's important now. The fact that I'm seeing it, and he can do it, and these players can do it, and they're playing for him. A lot of questions were not fully answered, but certainly we got some answers. The players are playing for this manager, and they're playing well, man. The shift that everybody put in today was the kind of thing that we've been criticizing them for, from the Garnacho, the wide players, to the guys that came on. And I caught the tail end of Jarvis. I was having the same conversation today. I think we're too dismissive of how pertinent the injury crisis at Manchester United has been to the team and to the season. It's been a disaster of a season, yeah, but I cannot underestimate, because of a lack of a squad and a real need for the players that he's bought to be part of this team. And today, I thought Martinez was absolutely outstanding, and I thought Varane was brilliant as well. They made such a big difference. And you can see with Martinez, the calmness on the ball. It's massive. It's huge. It really, really helps this team out. And for me, if he's in the dugout, I'll be pleased. And if he's not, I'll welcome whoever comes in. And we'll go from there. But I think Erik ten Hag, man, I'm still, what's the word I'm looking for? There's an unknown that I want to discover, which is I want Martinez and I want Luke Shaw and I want our other centre back and I want Casemiro fully fit playing. I want him with Mainu. I want Mason Mount in there. I want to see the whole team. I don't mind one or two, but I want to see the nucleus of the team, the players that he bought to play this season. We didn't get them. He didn't get to see him. We didn't get to see him. I want to see him for 7-8 games to think, okay, I've assessed it. He's a shit manager. This is awful. I can't realistically do that at this point. I really can't, And when you win today and stuff, why not? Is there anybody I'm clamoring and dying to bring into this club? No. We've moved into a new era of managers now. You see Liverpool have gone with their slot. Xavi's been sacked. Let's see who they go for. I think without us realizing, we're in a new phase of management now. It's a young manager's game, and everybody's looking to see which of these, De Zerbi, Michel, Motta, Slot, who is the next Pep Guardiola? So there's not a lot there to think, yeah, he's definitely the one. If De Zerbi came, I'm happy. Great, no problem. Welcome. But man, for me, I don't see the point. At this stage, it's not. We should keep him. I'd keep him for another year. That's my take on it, bro. But today's game, I thought we were superb. We went and slapped up the best team in the world. First half, they had nothing. And if Onana doesn't do that cock up, it's a lot smoother. By the 90 minutes we're done, 97 minutes, I was knackered. I was so tired. I was dying watching it.
Emotionally, emotionally.
Honestly, bro, I was watching.
I watched it again. Listen, I watched the second half again because I went to an event and I was helping my friend out at this event. But
how did you feel after that second half?
Yeah. I knew the result and I was tired watching the second half.
I swear,
emotionally drained.
Drained, bro. I thought, like, what the hell?
I thought that was one of the best first halves I've seen Manchester United play.
I agree.
A very long time in the first half.
Yeah.
I was shocked at our composure on the ball, how we
100%.
Tactically, and that's what the thing about for me about Ten Hag. Too little, too fucking late. Because this could have been the setup, even with Casemiro and what's his name, Evans at the back. We could set up like this where we overload the midfield and we keep the fucking ball and we move it, we shift it. Yes, Martinez and Varane quality level, but we can still have the compactness. But big up Saeed.
Yeah, big up guys, man. Big up to you guys. How are you doing, man?
I see you going viral with the. They're not like us. They're not like us. They're not like us. They're not like Man United. They're not like fucking Manchester United, are they? No,
know your place, Manchester City.
Silent tonight. Talk to me, Saeed.
You cheated. The city is ours. Now, listen, man. Big up, guys, man. We should be happy today, man. We've all got our opinions about our manager. You know what I mean? We've all got, it's been a terrible, terrible season. But you know what? It's ended nicely, man. You know what I mean? It's not always good to be miserable, man. We want our club to win trophies and be good. You know what I mean? It's not our fault we were 8th this season. You know what I mean? But we're here to support the team and we're here to criticize when needs to be criticized. I will say to you, Nuruddin, you know what I mean? Hold that because we're in the Europa League. But listen, we'll save that for another day. The favorite competition, man. Let's go. Thursday nights, Nuruddin, you're going to be there. Match reviews.
No fucking
match.
No fucking chance. If you know match me, reviews. I hate that fucking Europa League. But you know what? If you meant that I'm silent, I can walk out tomorrow.
Exactly.
Exactly. I just do this. That's what I've been doing when I was back on my bike. People are shouting at me on the street. I'm like, and the people are like, "What? Why are you holding your ear and cycling with one hand?" I'm trying to hear any of the noisy neighbours, but they've all gone to
Right.
bed early. They're all nursing one drink in bed like that. They're all nursing. They're all nursing. Well, listen, there's over 500 of you in here. Please subscribe to the
Come
channel.
on, man.
Smash a like on the video. Manchester United don't win the FA Cup. You know the FA Cup's my favourite fucking competition in the world. It's the oldest cup competition in the world. And I've been waiting for a day like this. Me and Saeed didn't go. Because Saeed has got is injured. And then I had to help a friend. And we're like, we're going to get busted. But football is that mad, people. Football is that mad. And you know what? Somebody once said, bloody hell, football. But Saeed, I want you to pick the 3 best players today that you thought that made the big
for
difference.
me, Kobe Mainu, just because this guy's a special talent. I'm going to say Amrabat, man. Listen, I said it, yeah. I think a lot of people think Amrabat's a bad player. He's just been in a bad circumstances. Do Man United want to buy? Do Man United need to go and sign him? I'm not saying because I feel like for me, we could get better. But I think for me, he's done well while he's been here. And also, is that UEFA official? Is that a real one? Big up UEFA official. But I thought for me, and also I'm gonna say Bruno Fernandes. Listen, you know my opinion on Bruno Fernandes. I don't rate him, but I'll give him the credit today. The goal, the second goal, the awareness was amazing, and I thought he played well today. So I'll probably give them 3. But I thought collectively, man, I don't think we had a bad player today. There wasn't a player where we carried. You know what I mean? I don't think there was a player where we carried, man. You know what I mean? Like, even Rashford, I'm not gonna lie to you, he tracked back. He was working hard. So I give it to him as well, But also Varane.
And that switch ball.
Yeah, switch to Rashford, yeah.
To hit that
Brilliant.
ball to Garnacho into that open space.
Yeah. But you know what it is, yeah? It just, for me today, just confirmed, man, that Ten Hag is a cup manager. In the cups, he's got a plan. In the Premier League, I'm not sure he's got a plan. But in the cups, he's been amazing. You know what I mean? In terms of the Carabao Cup, in terms of the FA Cup this season, he got to a final last year. The cups are for him. Like, that's what I'm saying. Europa League, if he is still here, he should be looking at that Europa League as a way to get into the Champions League. Because if he's still here, we won't finish in the top 5 or whatever it is. We're going to finish in the top 6. But like I said to you, for me, let's enjoy today. And yeah, man, let's say FA Cup against the nearest rivals. Bro, we should all be buzzing, man. You know what I mean? And whatnot. But yeah, man, resilient performance. Today was about resilience today. We were resilient today. Very resilient.
Listen, Saeed's going to be walking to his mum and dad's house. And all these fan brothers and sisters are going to be like silent. Saeed's sitting tomorrow, bank holiday Monday, sitting in that table now, waiting for that food.
I'm telling you, them man can hold that.
Nobody's picking up the phone, Saeed. You know, my cousins are not picking up the phone.
They're not answering. It's been quiet, the WhatsApp group. The WhatsApp group's been quiet.
The WhatsApp groups are just silent. Honestly, they're so silent.
Silent, bro. Silent.
It's like what they are in the stadium. I swear to God, empty. The city is yours. The city is yours. 20,000 empty seats. Are you fucking sure?
Telling you, man.
Pick up. Jarvis, talk to me. To me, I thought the best half. We rode our luck in the second half, but the first half, the performance of that first half, I thought, there was togetherness. There was, you see, all the year I've been talking about spaces. Because today, Jack, in that first half, we didn't just play low block. At times we were mid block. At times we went halfway line and pressed. At times we were holding possession. That's the most, to me, that's the most fun. That's the best thing about today. Even if they would have lost, I would have been proud of that and said, you know what? At least we kept possession.
Yeah.
We killed the ball. No hot potato FC today.
Yeah, that's true, Nuruddin. And when you speak about possession, it was possession with an outcome. You know, we didn't just pass the ball to pass the ball. We had a purpose on the way we passed the ball. And today, especially, I think the rhythm of when we won the ball or tried to play out from the back was very good. It was very good because we in a way trapped Manchester City to press us and shifted them over. And then we had our outlets. That was Garnacho usually, and sometimes Rashford on the other wing. So we did it perfectly. And when we speak about Amrabat, the rhythm, because he had short play every time he won the ball, every time he received the ball, he turned with the ball, he kept it, and he went in one direction, and that was into Rashford's area, out on our left side. And then he hold on to the ball and passed it around, and then we shifted it over to the other side, Garnacho. So he did it on purpose, and I think Ten Hag has drilled the guys to do this, I would say, in a couple of weeks' time, because he knew that, and we spoke about it yesterday, that Guardiola was their obvious weakness. What I could say today, we have seen earlier games when we have played Manchester City, our midfield is suddenly emptied because Manchester City like to keep players centrally and drag out in the half spaces. The half spaces is in between the 18-yard box line and the what do you call the 6-yard box line. That's the half space all the way up and down. So they usually receive the ball in the middle and drag themselves out, or drag themselves out and receive the ball. And they gives them several options. If our midfielders then track them, it will open up the space in the middle, and Rodri and Stones can come in and create. So today we had a plan, and how Ten Hag set up, he just put a lot of people in the central area of the pitch. Yeah. If you will give me the time, Nordin, I can put on.
Sort it out, and let me just get these super chats. Big up Jim the Rat Judas. Thank you for the super chat. He said it took Sir Alex Ferguson 5 years to win his first FA Cup. Yeah, it took me 5 months to win my first. Did I fix it, or did I?
Oh, today, did you see him? By the way, in the they asked him a question. He looked a bit like what's the word I'm looking for, man? He didn't look calm, did he? He looked a bit like, oh, don't tell me what to do. You know what I mean? All right, big up to you. Big up, Sunshine. How are you doing?
Big up, everybody. I'm doing great. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, we're just enjoying it. We're enjoying it right now.
We're happy today.
Yeah, definitely today.
Let me just get this on a super chat. Big up Nadie says Motta's going to Juve, Flick's going to Barca. Big up UEFA official. Phew, our revenues have just doubled because of this win. We're about to create fourth competition just to get you guys as a reward. We held the final at Wembley of the North under the Falls. Wow, that is your trolling. 2 trophies in 2 years. This hellhole of a club, it is, honestly, it's been one of the most disappointing things. But Jim the Rat wins it. Jim the Rat wins the best super chat as we speak right now. Did I fix it, or did I? Come on, you twerk at Army. Big up. We were joined by Saeed. You were saying something about, before I share what Jarvis has got, you were saying something about Jim. Was it Jim?
Jim. Yeah, they asked him a question about is Ten Hag staying, and he just kind of like, he didn't respond, but he looked a bit kind of like, I don't know. He was celebrating. Don't get me wrong, but you could tell, like, it was a bit like, frisky, the atmosphere and whatnot. But yeah, man, he was there. He was enjoying it with what's his name, Brailsford. And yeah, man, listen, they said, I don't know if you've seen David Ornstein, but they're gonna have a week to decide his fate, basically. So. Yeah, man, a week is going to decide his fate. So we'll find out. It won't be on Monday, Nordin, like you said. It'll be...
Well, it should be. It should be.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, so it'll be a week.
And to me, it shows them that they've not decided yet. It shows that.
Yeah.
Decided yet already.
That quote is crazy.
Listen, before I go to the tactical board with Jarvis, talk to me, Scott. Talk to me. What time is it over there? What time did you have to get up to watch this game?
Oh, it's at 7 a.m. It wasn't too bad. That's actually not bad.
Okay, 7 a.m. on a Saturday morning. At least you didn't. At least you were not have to work. At least it wasn't a weekday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, there's over 500 of you people.
Come on.
We are too short of 10K. Let's reach 10K tonight, people. Let's do it. The channel is shadow banned, we demonetized, but we don't give a damn because we always start free fucking Palestine. But Sky, talk to me. You got up 7 a.m. early breakfast. You watched that half. What were you thinking first half? Talk to me.
The first half was, I don't even know what I wouldn't know what I was watching. I was like, what? This is Manchester United? I couldn't believe it. If we could play like that throughout the whole season, it's a much different story. But I was very nervous going into this game. I'm not going to lie. I didn't really know how to feel. I predicted a 3-1 loss actually for us going into this. And I am very, very happy.
You're not alone with that prediction. You are not alone with that prediction.
But obviously, I wanted us to go out and win. More for the fans. I was happy for us because I feel like we've just gone through so much this year. And to see us win, to see everyone smiling, it was great. But I'm not going to get emotional in terms of course, I mean, I got emotional during the game, but to say that we still want the manager to stay and all of this stuff, like we got to keep a level head because you have to look at the seasons as a whole. And what we did this year was terrible. We shouldn't be proud of our season as a whole. Of course, we're happy with the trophy, but I feel good. I'm not going to lie. It's a great feeling. You know, you don't want to like put a damper on the day because it's a great day. But this is a huge summer for us. And then again, I said it last stream, but I am excited for the summer. We have new front office staff. It's going to be a great summer. And I'm excited to see where we go. And to build off of this win at the end of the year is only going to help, I think. It's only going to help the momentum of the young players to see them today happy, scoring. Like that to me is where I got my most joy, seeing all the young players kind of maybe build a foundation for their future, hopefully at Manchester United. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I want the manager to go still. I don't want him to stay because he won a game. But that's how I'm feeling about the match.
Big up to you, Sky. Big up. Listen, we're celebrating. Wembley! Wembley! Where the famous Man United and we own Wembley. Wembley!
We're back again in Wembley in August, man. We're playing them again. Charity Shield.
Yo, sorry, people are asking about your leg. How's your leg? People are asking.
No, it's my knee. It was my knee. I hit my knee when I was celebrating, man.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. I'm all good now.
Well, you were already injured before.
Yeah, I already injured before, and then, yeah.
Your ankles and your knee.
But it's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it, man. United.
It's worth it, man.
Listen, man. We just, you know what it was? I thought at one point we were gonna bottle it, man, because 7 minutes added on, I was flipping nervous. But you know what? It's Varane, man. How we letting go of Varane is beyond me.
Saeed, but can we talk about it, please? Because watching him and Lissandro today broke me.
I know.
Yeah. You know
they are so good together.
To be fair, though, he's in his Manchester United career. He's played less than half of the games. He's played less than half of the games since he's been here. We can't be carrying people who got injuries. But Luke Shaw has to fuck off as well. He has to go. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You can't carry people who are not available. The best thought of us is that you have to be available. Go ahead, Jarvis. Let's talk about this.
Yeah, I would say tactically, Ten Hag today set up in the 4-2-2, as you know. But what was special today was the narrow or the compactness of our team. You know, we were inside this box all the time, basically, and that's how we defended. We weren't allowing City to play in between. Both in between the lines and in the central area of the pitch. But usually what City do, because a lot of teams who play against City, they do the same thing. They close the central areas, but they move into the half spaces. The half spaces is here is this area here. It's in between the 6-yard box line and the 18-yard box line. So usually Foden or De Bruyne moves out, and they drag out the central midfielder, and they create a space in the middle for Rodri or Kovacic to move into. But we didn't see that today because we had the plan to close down the half spaces all the time, with Wan-Bissaka, with Varane being aggressive, Mainu following, and Garnacho both Garnacho and Rashford had very deep lying and central lying roles today. So they were always there covering up the space. So there were nowhere for City to go besides one place. The only place City could go was here, this area, Guardiola. That was their outlet.
Yes, only outlet until second half. Doku. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and Doku. So basically, you know, when Rodri gets the ball, he wants to play it centrally. But we had these two guys blocking it all the time. There were no way to play in between this area. So usually City
You know what this reminded me, Jarvis? Do you remember on his first season when we beat them 2-1 at Old Trafford, Rashford and Bruno scoring those 2 goals? It reminded me of that game. I remember where Bruno, if you go to where Rashford and Bruno are, Martial was doing that. Martial was doing a screen. If you take a cursor there, they couldn't put that ball through here. Martial was constantly moving there. And we kept that box. And actually, Fred was marking De Bruyne majority of that time. So De Bruyne, positionally, Fred was always close to him. And that's how we beat them that time. Because we went man for man, we went aggressive. And the other thing which was fascinating, if you get your cursor to where Bruno and Rashford are, is that the level of aggressiveness from the Kobe and Amrabat, the level of aggressiveness was really, really good. Yeah. Really good. So anytime the ball went out, they were in there. But we didn't just go one by one. We hunted in packs. We won the ball back. There were so many times we won the ball back in the halfway line, right where there. We won the ball back there, and then we sprang again. And I thought at times we were a bit wasteful, but I think we could have scored more goals. We had more shots in the game than them. When was the last time we had more shots on the goal than Manchester City? When was the last time we did that? Big up, Tom. Tom, talk to me. How did you see that game? Please tell me that you were at the game. Please tell me you went to the game.
No, I didn't go. I didn't go, and we fucking won, didn't we?
That's it. Come on.
There you go. Talk to me, Tom. How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm happy at the end of the day. Look, with how the season's been, it's been fucking the tops in terms of season. We've had some very shit moments. We've had some decent highs, and we've ended on a high. We can put it to that. If it is Erik ten Hag's last game, he's gone out on a high. And the one thing that I will say from a lot of these players in particular, I think the last, you could argue maybe 3 games when you take into account Arsenal, Newcastle, okay, you could say maybe 4 if you want to put Brighton and then this in as well. The last 4 ending games to the season, when we've played this more compact style, it's almost developed to get to this game at this point. 3 games prior to it, to get to this game now, I think was the development process to say we're going to practice it almost as a tune-up, and then we're going to put it into full throttle practice in the game. The level of counter pressing that we did in the game, especially from midfield, I've said to many people with Manchester City, there's 2 things that you can do to beat Manchester City's teams: overload the midfield, so they can't play through midfield, and you play in behind them because they sit on the halfway line. That's the 2 most key things if you want to play against the City team. Real Madrid, when they've had success at playing against City and they've scored goals, space has always been in behind.
Tom, hold it 1 second. Football 308 says that. Saeed, hold up. Saeed's holding nicely. Saeed's
celebrating.
Facts.
I don't mind.
You've not fallen asleep then, Saeed. I get it.
No,
You're not falling asleep.
He loved it. He didn't fall asleep today. He's been mashed up. He's already got a busted leg.
Man. Listen, I'll join it today, man.
Go ahead, Tom.
It was the dancing for me.
Yeah, we were dancing today. Dancing. It's been a while since I had that flag out, man. It's been a while, man. It's dusty. It was dusty. I had to get it out and just shake it a little bit, man. It was a bit dusty.
I don't even remember last time that was.
Big up Claire. Let me just big up Khalees from Mini Last Chief at United Real Therapy. Big up Claire, the queen of the chat. Big up Stephanie as well, another queen of the chat. Big up everybody. Listen, there's over 500 of you watching. Please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Like the video, people. And let's get 30 to 100K, people.
Come on, man. Even you, man. 10K, man. 10K Nordin. We need 10K for Nordin.
Listen, honestly, we were 200 short. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't know what we are right now, but big up to everybody. Carry on, Tom. But Claire says, good evening, Nordin. What a great day. I know I'm happy about the FA Cup, Nordin. I am. You know me. It's my favorite cup. It's the oldest cup competition in the world. Yeah. It's the cup what I grew up on. You know what I mean? I grew up on that cup. I grew up on that cup watching Manchester United. So, yeah. Big up. But carry on, Tom.
Yeah, like you're saying. And I mean, even if we take into account the way that we played probably last season in the cup final against Newcastle, it wasn't an amazing performance overall. The one thing that I will say today is we deserve to win the cup. 100% we deserve to win the cup. If Pep Guardiola doesn't want to sit in an interview and say that Man United were the better team, that's fine. You can sit there, so lose on your ass, Pep. I couldn't give a shit, mate.
Absolutely.
Don't sign the contract. Sign the contract. I couldn't give a shit. You know, at the end of the day, Man United went out there with a game plan, and they stuck to it. The one thing that we criticised the players for this season is they've had almost. Ten Hag's always said that there's been this game plan going into games, but they've never followed the instructions properly, or he's never had the players to put the quality together with the instructions that he's giving them. He's had a couple of players back today, fair enough. You can give him his props for that. Martinez back on the side. You can say the same thing for Varane. The partnership that we had last season was there at the back. Midfield, I thought, was very mobile, as we've said before. A couple of weeks ago, we played with, a couple of games ago anyway, we played Amrabat, Mino, and McTominay as midfield. And I know we played at Anfield away as well, and that was a standout game for the counter-pressing. But you utilised Fernandes in a good way in terms of the counter-pressing. We say this with Fernandes. He goes on these 50-yard runs to close players down, but then they just pop the ball around him. The thing that I liked about us today with the pressing, especially in midfield, was it was disciplined. And with Manchester City, they didn't have that time on the ball. They didn't have the time to play the tiki-taka, brilliant patterns of play and everything, because what they expect teams to do is, we're Man City. We keep the ball. We have 70% possession. We piss about, wait for 70 minutes in a game, and you're never going to see the ball. So the only way you're going to beat that Manchester City team is go through the back of them. Go through the back of them, play on the aggressive. And with Manchester United, the space with City is always going to be in behind. And that's why players like Rashford, probably in these sort of games, come into their own because there is that space to run to. Garnacho again today. Space is there. Listen, Guardiola and Ortega, I don't know what the fucking hell was happening at the back. Honestly, brain fart moment or what, I don't know. But if you want to look at it from Garnacho's perspective, that's what I want from players. That's how you earn your goals as an attacker. Capitalise on mistakes. Guardiola, listen, is an experienced defender in football. You should not, if you're in doubt or whatever, put it out, as many people say. And the Kobe Mino goal, the pass, first of all, the pass from Rashford, I'll give him his props to actually switch the ball out. Brilliant. The actual directness running of Garnacho on the right-hand side. And the thing is, especially when he was on the right-hand side, the pass was so much more simpler for him to do, being naturally right-footed. And then the Bruno pass, me personally, when I saw it anyway on telly, I didn't think he actually meant it, to be completely honest with you. But you can see that there was the link-up and he knew where Mino was going to be on the field. And the fact of that two young kids have come through the fucking academy, we've had all the shit slung at them, when you've had all of it with Mino and people don't see the hype with the kid and everything and where he's actually going to go, you know, in this team of Man United, with how shit we've been this season. Listen, Garnacho's had the daggers out from a couple of people this season. And listen, if you're going to prove people wrong, do it on the big games and the big occasions. And that's what I want from players. But the one thing that I think paid true testament to us in this game was when we needed players to come off the bench, there was those options there. Højlund is a great example to use in the game. The players that you want to bring in to bring maybe a bit of fire or a bit of bite or a bit of energy, they're there. That's the problem that I don't think we've had for a lot of the season with injuries. And I get injuries can impact a season, but he could have easily reverted the style to this, where if he wants to sit in and play compact, you can sit in and play compact. I've seen Jose Mourinho do it with far shitter players at Manchester United, and he's an expert at doing it. Eric Ten Hag, the one thing that we criticise him most for, as my final point, is adaptability. But the one thing that he did today, he adapted the team to make it that we had our best weapons in the team, and he used it to our strengths, to Manchester City's weaknesses. And Pep Guardiola, for all this genius shit that he go around with him and everything, he didn't have an answer to it. He couldn't get that midfield unlocked. It was fucking padlocked. And he couldn't unlock it at all for them to play in patterns or anything. But listen, big up to Ten Hag for this game anyway, in particular today. We all know with Nuruddin anyway, and myself anyway, I've always said it, I rate the FA Cup a lot higher than what I do the Carabao Cup. It's a trophy that I was disappointed that we didn't get for last season with the way last season was going. But listen, we've made up for it this year. We can have a bit of a fucking celebration and party. If he goes, listen, Ten Hag's going on holiday. I don't know what's going to happen there at the end of the day. If it is his final game, fine, whatever. You know, Ineos, we look at it from, they've changed everything but the manager, so we'll have to wait and see on that. But No, I think the players in particular, the young players as well. I think forget about doing the club proud or doing everything else. They've done the Sens proud, guys. That's the one thing that I would say to those young players. They've proved a lot of people wrong this season, a lot of doubters wrong, and I'm happy for them. And at the end of the day, Manchester United is built on what? Young players, youth, energy, fire. And we gave that today. And that chant, that comment that you put before, Nuruddin, about the we know what you are, you cheating bastards. Manchester City, mate, you don't have those identified players in your team. You have one, realistically, who's a generational talent, I'd say is Foden. They've had one in about, 60 years. Manchester United are built on that sort of system with young players. So if we want to take it for what it is, guys, I think we've got a good couple of rough diamonds, good young players. But what I always say about young players when we get them in this team, fucking protect them. Please, I've seen far too much talent go to waste at this club. So at the end of the day, brilliant result. I'm happy that we won the cup. And listen, we'll see where it leads us from now on if Ten Hag stays or not. But my opinion doesn't change on that. I've seen what I've seen for the whole season.
Yeah, big up, Tom. Listen, I want to go around. I want to ask for the player of the match for you guys. I know the BBC gave it to Kobe Menu, so Tom, quickly, I'll stay with you. Quick fire. Who was your man of the match today?
Do you know something? I'm going to go for a bit of out of the field fun. I thought Wan-Bissaka, for all the shit that he's had and
you know what?
shit performance he's had this season, I think he played quite well. The one thing that players this season, and it's not just Wan-Bissaka, but I think fullbacks this season, they've always let players come inside this season, and I think it's because they're very fearful of that. They get done on the outside a lot more often than they do inside, and it's almost you've got to recalculate your mind to control the wide players. City's players, he completely disciplined the wide players when they were switching, when they tried to interchange with players. He almost controlled the player in front of him as if to say, well, go on then, come inside. But the one thing that Wan-Bissaka suited a lot better for today is he was on his preferred side, right back. He can play the right back role well in the defensive structure. This shit about playing him at left back is never going to work. So if you want to play him where he's useful, which is at the right back position. For me, I thought if I give him, listen, people can give the praise for Garnacho and Mino and whoever else, but if I had to give a more underrated one for it, I would say Wan-Bissaka, because I think the performance and all the shit that he's had for this season anyway, to put on that sort of performance in a big game moment like that, where nobody expected us to win, nobody gave us a fucking prayer. So, yeah.
Okay, cool. Go ahead, Sky. Who was your man of the match?
It was Amrabat for me.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what? Yeah, I think for me, I'm going to say overall, I'm going to give it to Varane, man.
What a big performance,
man. Header
last game as well,
Talking about Varane, it makes me so sad.
Yeah, I know.
The only way he stays for me is that if we go and we need to buy 2 centre halves, and he's a guy to come off the bench and people can learn from. But we can't rely on him. We can't rely on him. Especially him and Martinez. Martinez has picked up injuries this season as well. It's just mad. Manchester United need 2 centre halves for me. And if he wants to stay, I would, for him to have that experience, yeah? But in terms of him, expect him to play every game? No. Go ahead, Lesso. Who's your man of the match? You know what? That's a topic we're going to talk about it, Sky. We're going to talk about it in a minute. Talk to me.
Okay.
Man of the match.
I don't know, guys. I think I'm still gonna go with as well as Varane. Once he has come into the team, we looked solid at the back, alongside Martinez. That is our possible best, if not our best centre back pairing. Personally.
Oh, 100%. Miles, by absolute miles.
That has to be. Yeah.
Go ahead, Bombaye.
Onana.
Nah, you're
What the fuck was that thing for that fucking goal?
Come on,
that should be an own goal. He punched that ball into the net. No chance.
I got Champions League flashbacks.
After that goal went in, man, I was I just as soon as that went in, it was a gym session, man. for me. Straight up, I was
fucking
I was knackered. But for me, man, Captain Marvel today, guys. Bruno Fernandes
Bruno.
was something else. Yeah, next
Yeah,
level.
he set up the goal, to be fair. He played well. For me, go ahead, Jarvis. Who you going to go for?
Yeah, I'll go for so many of them, but okay, I'll go for Amrabat because his aggressiveness, willingness to run, the sense to sniff out danger all the time, and how he was composed on the ball and actually set the rhythm for the team when we attacked. I liked what he did. So he gave us a little bit extra time to get in position, and when he did that, we were very clinical in our chances. So Amrabat for me.
Big up. You know what? I'm gonna for the finish because I thought it was so important psychologically. Sean, where are you, lad? We're waiting for you. Let's talk that.
Shawnee, where you at?
Team won today. We can compete. Big up to Sean, but where has it been, Sean? Where has it been? You wrote off the season 4 games in, 5 games in. Remember that. I'll say to me, Kobe, because it was so important to get that second goal. Because in that first half, I thought we played better than City. We were the better team. So I 100% believe that it is by this much, just for the composure finish, Kobe's composure finish. But other than that, Amrabat for me, honestly. Amrabat and Kobe were there for me. Like, the way they played as together as well as a pair, defensively, what they did, how at times, even that challenge, people are saying it was City fans were texting saying, that's a penalty, Kobe on Highland. I'm like, nah, mate, it wasn't a penalty, mate. It was 50-50, 6 half a dozen on the other.
No way.
And Kobe said, get down, Drago, mate, you absolute android. Get up, you android, mate. Get up. So for me, it's Kobe by an inch over Amrabat. That's man of the match for me. But you know what? Talk about Varane. The only way I see Varane staying if this club going by is 2 centre halves. That's the only thing I can see staying. But I know this club doesn't work like that. So Jarvis, Varane, because of the performance today, what do you think you should be doing? Do you think you should be staying, or do you believe like me that in all his time at Manchester United, he's not been fit for majority of the games? You know, less than half he's been fit for.
We talked about it a couple of days ago, Noradin. When it comes to Varane, he don't need game times to get fit. He can go in straight away after an injury and perform a top tier performance as he did today. So if we have proper backup when it comes to center backs, let's say we have 4 center backs plus Varane, then we could utilize him as the one who comes in and play whenever he's fit. But that's not the case at the moment. So for me, I think it's time to let him go because we can't trust him, unfortunately, to stay fit. But what a player! I have such respect for him. He's such a good player, and how he always performs when he's on the pitch. Never a bad game from him. And you never see him put in a stinker like Harry Maguire or stuff like that. When he comes back, he doesn't need time. He's always ready. And this is the thing, he should be a player who we could keep, but he's on that high wage bill and injury prone. So for me, I think it's time to let him go.
Yeah, big up. Mumbai, listen, he's gone, but he can be persuaded in it. Players can. United was saying that his wages, and he said, I'm going to go somewhere else. Manchester United said to him, you got to lower your wages. But for me, he's not played, and Luke Shaw needs to go as well. To me, if you're ruthless about Varane, Luke Shaw is on big money as well, and he needs to go. And Ten Hag came out in the press conference and said he can't play 60 games a season. But on Varane, quickly, Mumbai.
He's when he's fit, he's great. But I think I want to make some room for Kwambala as well. I think he's done himself proud this season. He came in at Liverpool, big game, was excellent in that game. Looked to me like he'd been there for a while. So I'd keep one of the remaining ones we have and at least bring one more defender in, a top quality one to start alongside Martinez, and have either Lindelof and Kwambala ready there to step in. 4 centre backs is a good one, but we need a top quality one now that Varane is gone. But I think I agree with Jarvis. He's a top player when he's on it. But this has been the story of our season, and this is where my empathy comes with the manager, because today we have 2 giants at the back. Martinez absolutely managed everybody back there today. He was a warrior. Varane cleared everything, and you see how comfortable we are at the back with Martinez. He's meticulous in the choice of pass he makes. He never panics, and they know if they come to him, he's going to bypass them. He's excellent on the ball, and this is the kind of thing we've been missing. 50 centre-back partnerships this year, guys. It's not to be underestimated. Take Van Dijk out of Liverpool, take Saliba out of Arsenal, just them. It's a different story. It's been hard for us, man. Casemiro's played back there.
But the structure, in terms of the compactness, that doesn't involve us having a centre half. That's the argument. It doesn't interfere with how compact you are. And I'm sorry, Erik ten Hag and his full open out spaces were horrendous majority of this season. But
when you get when you're playing out from the back,
it does not matter who's at the back, who the 2 centre halves are. This season, we have 6 players up the pitch. The centre halves were near our goalkeeper. Then there was nobody in midfield, and everybody was up front. That's the reason why we've struggled. It had nothing, regardless who you miss in your centre halves, you shouldn't lose that many games and play open spaces FC. You shouldn't. And that's what it says.
But if you actually going to play Ten Hag football, and you want to push let me just give you my little point here, bro. If you wanted to play with that single pivot and play out from the back and push a high line,
it wasn't a single pivot. It wasn't a single pivot. In the Premier League, you can't play the single pivot. You've got to play.
This is what I'm saying to you.
We don't have the players. We don't have the players to play single pivot.
What I'm saying to you is, if you have your back line fit, and Erik ten Hag wants to do his Kobe Mainu, then 2 in front of him, then it makes a massive difference.
Mumbai, Mumbai, he had his full team out. What he wanted to do.
Yeah, I know. For once,
six out of the empty yad. So even when he's got everybody fit, this football that he wants to do, we get slaughtered.
It's disingenuous what you're saying, because it's only a one-off game you're talking about. We have not been able to see our full team deployed for a run of games.
But Mumbai, I think we're talking 2 different languages. To me, I'm telling you.
Okay, let's move on.
Who the effing centre halves are? If you play compact football and you're keeping spaces tight, and the midfielders are close to the defenders, the attackers are close to the midfielders, and we play in a compact way, we're not gonna get slaughtered. We were definitely not gonna be knocked out of the Champions League.
But I don't think Manchester United fans are going to accept playing. Look, I accept Manchester United playing. Look, let me just say this to you. I accept that Manchester United fans can go into a one-off game like this and play that way, to simply mid to low block, really everybody behind the ball, and transition on City, who are going to push a high line. We saw it after 2 minutes. Rashford had a goal straight over the top, and there was 4 of those opportunities in the first half, but Kyle Walker is there. Get out close. If you watch the game, that's exactly what happened. But what we don't want as Manchester United fans, and what the remit was to play a really attractive brand of football. You would not accept that kind of football for a season. You'll accept it today.
No.
And if you want to play an expansive, high-risk game, you need to have centre-backs like Martinez, who are excellent on the ball, aggressive, push right up, and there is some pace with Varane to give you the cover like Walker does. And if you don't have those, that effectively is rendered useless, and the patterns of play are destroyed.
But I've already told you, I've already explained to you that he had all the team, Varane, Martinez, Casemiro. We went to Anfield and we held 7.
I know we did.
With that tactics. So the point what I'm trying to say to you,
can I interject with that?
It's the tactics that Erik ten Hag set up, but we can talk about this all day. But big up Men UFC Realist TV. I'm so happy. I'm a cat lover, so I'm happy that you got your cat. But you're over the moon, but I know that moon is not blue. That's a red moon. That's a red moon all the way in Thailand. Red moon. In terms of Varane, what are we doing with Varane? To me, he's gone.
Just before I go, big up to you. Listen, I think Varane. Listen, I don't know if you've seen but Casemiro didn't go to the party. The end of season party. He went straight to holiday, which which I think means that he's probably going to be leaving, and I mean, I don't know, so, something must have happened there. But yeah, man, Varane, bros, I think sometime maybe there's a U-turn that's going to happen. Surely, man. I don't know, man. Maybe we could do a U-turn and get him on a 1-year deal, 2-year deal, 18-month contract, re-sign again. I don't know if has that ever happened before. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But,
people have before.
yeah.
But
So hopefully,
to me, that Man United need 2 midfielders. So to me, I
Yes,
said,
happened.
if he's part of the squad, I'll accept
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Part
But
of
we
the
need two
squad.
more.
But
I look at it, yeah. I think Varane, for what we have, the players that we don't have in the team, they don't have what he has, man. Listen, Kabwala, one for the future. Lisandro, I'm still not sure about Lisandro's injury record, man. I think for me, you have to watch out, man. Copa America, hopefully he doesn't play in the Copa America. Like, generally. Who else is there? You've got Johnny Evans will probably be leaving. Maguire, who we need to get rid of, let's be honest. And then there you go, man. And Lindelof, for me, he'll just probably stay. But again, it's not reliable for the whole season. So United need to find a replacement for Johnny Evans. Sorry, for Varane. But it's going to be an almighty task, man. What he gives you, the leadership, the qualities, finding a player that's next up is good, yeah. But you can't lose that leadership qualities and experience, the know-how. So I'm quite worried. But at the same time, we got to see what these are about. Omar Berrada, Jim Ratcliffe, all these guys, they got to earn their trade, man. So let's see what they do. Man. But yeah, man, guys, I'm gonna shoot. It's been a long day. But guys, make sure you like the video, man. This channel. Yeah, definitely, man. Big up, man, guys. Yeah, love to as always. I'll see you on Monday. Yeah, Northern.
See you tomorrow. Right. Big up. Go ahead, Job. Go ahead, Lesso.
See you too.
Would you keep?
Big up.
Would you keeping Varane for another year?
Oh, I would. I said that it would be sad for us to actually let him leave at this point in time. He knows the ins and outs, and as much as he's been injury prone and everything else, but the kind of experience that he brings, you cannot put money on it. We've said that even with the 92 FA Cup youth FA Cup winners, they had the experience around them to actually be progressive and actually adapt easily into the first team. So we need to look at these things. We can't ignore them as much as we want to. It has to be practical. So Alex knew when he brought the 1992 youth FA Cup winning team into the team, he knew that there was experienced players in there to actually help them, integrate them into the first team and let them understand the culture in wanting, in understanding the football club, and then actually adapting to the men's game side of things. So, for us to just let go of everyone, for me, it never made sense for me. We getting rid of everyone, and then there's no one there left to guide these players into the right direction. So, for me, he's an invaluable asset. I can't even call him an asset at this point. He's beyond an asset, and he's someone that can help these young players.
But if he's not fit, for me, Manchester United have to sign 2 centre halves. For him to stay, they have to sign him another 2 centre halves then, because I can't rely on him. I'm not relying on him.
I think that's I think that's what they're aiming for. To be honest, they have been aiming to bring in at least 2 or 3 centre backs by the looks of it, because the number of people we're linked with, it's a lot of players, especially in the centre back position. So I think they have planned for that, anyways. Even with Lisandro Martinez,
right.
if you think about it, we get rid of Lisandro. If you keep Lisandro and you get rid of Varane, it's still the same process if you think about it. So, I think they are looking at bringing a lot of centre backs in more than anything in any other position, because everything that I've read, it has suggested that they are looking at a lot of centre backs, because they've realized that position is very vital and where we've been lacking. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that. I don't understand that one. Big up, Claire. they're letting Varane go because of his wrestling. Okay, Sky, go ahead. You want Varane to stay, so go on. The floor is yours.
I do. And I agree. I'm just gonna piggyback off of what he just said. I think it's the experience and the leadership that he brings that you just can't buy. And I agree. I mean, I hear the arguments. I think his injuries are definitely something to put in consideration. But again, I think that comes down to the club. I just don't think this club has done a lot of players who have come recently very well because of the way that we're ran, and that's not their fault. You know, unfortunately, it's just how things are right now. And, you know, if Ineos comes in and they fix things, and if we know they fix things and we have a better manager and better doctors, and he's not having to play 90 minutes every single game, and he can get in there and help, I want him to stay. And I don't think having Lindelof stay or Maguire stay does anything for us personally.
I agree with you on that 100%. I'd rather keep Varane and let those two go 100%.
And even if Varane only plays like the last 20 minutes, you know, or I don't know, you don't have to play him. You shouldn't have to play him not full 90 minutes, you know, if you're running the team correctly. But I think, again, it's just because of the way that we're run internally, it's just a mess. I mean, our young players play too much as well, you know, and so it's just it's an unfortunate situation that we find ourselves in. And to know that at the end of this, at least he's going for sure, it just doesn't sit well with me personally, because you cannot buy what he brings to a team. And seeing him out there today, seeing him like high-fiving and just, I mean, of course, because this is his last game, he has a bit of more emotion into it, but we're going to miss him.
I agree with you in that sense. I'd rather get rid of Lindelof
and Luke Shaw. Like Luke Shaw to me has to go immediately, if anybody. But
yeah, big up Mufc. Mufc says, take away Haaland's goals, he's the Norwegian Lukaku. Go ahead, Jarvis.
I just want to have a quick point on Varane, you know, because I made a comment. I said our squad isn't strong enough to carry a player like Varane.
That's true.
And we end up relying on him too much because we will only be let down by his injuries.
Yeah.
And what I mean about this, let me just explain. We have done this a lot of years in Man United. We have relied on players like Eric Bailly, Marcus Rojo, Phil Jones, and we end up playing Chris Smalling because of them. That's the reason. We don't have a squad big enough that's good enough to carry players like them, because it will only let us down, you know, with injuries. So I think we got to be sensible this time. Even though he's a great, fantastic center back, it's time to just let him go and fill that spot with someone else who will be available and get some competition for the center back roles. And you know, as Ten Hag said today, you know, injuries affects the team, you know, because they stop developing as soon as they are injured. They're not in practice, they're not in training, they're not in drills. You can't use them. So everything stops at an halt. So it's very important to have a fit squad.
Big up. Well, I'm so happy for Mick, Man UFC Realist TV, man, that he got his cat back, man. As cat lovers, we know people. To me, I take what Sky's saying. I know what Saeed's saying, what Bombay is saying, what Lesso is saying. But for me, the only way he stays if they replace Lindelof and Maguire and buy two centre halves, then I would keep him. 100%. I would keep him, and I would be like, okay, Eric Ten Hag, Varane, you can stay and you can be like the Evans. You know, if the other guys are injured, you can come in there for us. But to me, other parts of me is just saying, you know what? The Premier League is one of the toughest leagues in world football to play. It's one of the hardest leagues in world football to play. So does it take out of you? You know, why do people deserve it then to come and play football with the same group of players? It ain't happening. No, that's what I'm saying to you. No, we can't bring De Zerbi with a lot of these players. You have to get rid of a lot of these players. 100% Craig. Big up the fucking Irish. Up the Irish, and he's wearing his shirt, his photo. It's one of my favorite kits. That was my first ever proper trophy of realizing Manchester United winning that trophy. Most of you in the chat who don't know, that Manchester United won the Cup Winners' Cup and beat Barcelona in Rotterdam, 1992. I remember I ran home from, I don't know where I would play scheme or school. I don't know what it was. I don't know, was it a Wednesday night or was it a Saturday? I don't know what day the game was. But I remember it was a Wednesday night. And I ran home from school, got my chips on the way, and I was glued. Mark Hughes and Steve Bruce. Get in! Get in. That's what Manchester United do, winning trophies. Can we say congratulations to Mason Mount? Mason Mount played for Chelsea, went to 3 finals, lost. Come to Manchester United, don't play all season, gets 2 minutes, and he wins the cup. Levels to this, people. There is levels. Casemiro, yeah, apparently he didn't want to be on the bench. A friend of mine was there, and he said he didn't get injured. He just, when he got dropped, he was like, you know what? I
just don't think he liked the manager personally.
Yeah, I think, yeah. But big up. There's going to be big wage to get rid of him as well. It's going to be, somebody must be paying him a lot of money if he's leaving, and it's not going to the party. But big up. I'm just happy for the Carrington kids, Menu, Nacho, GMMU. Yes, people, GMMU. This is how it is, people. We're the famous Man United and we're going to Wembley. Wembley! We own Wembley, mate. Like last 2 years, we've been there and we won twice, people. Twice. And by the way, in August, we're going to be playing against Manchester City in the Charity Shield. We've not played in the Charity Shield for a long time. For a very long time, people. Do you remember that? We've not played. That's what we're going to play. The only downside of today's result is that we're back in the fucking Europa League, people. I swear to God, I'm gonna give the logins to Jarvis or Bumbaye, and they can do Thursday night football, man. I can't. Thursday night's date night for me, man. I can't do Thursday nights, man. I can't do what.
Come on, Nuruddin.
Sunday, man. I can't do it.
Great. You could be facing Barcelona or something.
I hate that competition. I hate it. I just hate I hate everything about it. I hate the colors. I hate the graphics. I hate the sound. I hate everything about it. I hate that the team has to fly to all the way to far corners, Uzbekistan, Cyprus, Moldova. I just hate everything about it. Champions League, when I'm in that stadium, I swear, as soon as I hear it, the champion, I get fucking goosebumps.
Yes, I do too.
You know, Old Trafford under the lights, Stratford under the lights. I get goosebumps when I hear that. The champion. I'm like, yes, this is what I've been brought up on. This is what the club is. I hate there's nothing I like about the Europa League. But the only thing that gives me a bit of satisfaction, Carefree Lewis, hold tight. Lewis thought Chelsea. They're like, oh, you got Europa League. Yeah. You know what? Hold tight with a Conference League. Hold tight, Chelsea. And Newcastle, hold tight. You're not playing European football next season. Go ahead, Jarvis. You're going to say something.
Yeah, I'm just going to say, and the biggest worry is with the Europa League is the burnout. Because we know Ten Hag, if he stays in the job, he will probably play his strongest 11 every game, even though it's against Moldova or whatever, you know. Yeah, so this is a big problem.
You saw me predicting it in January, and I said it last year in January. I said what's going on. But go ahead, Lesso. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, before my battery runs out. I wanted to actually attest to what Jarvis posted in terms of the tactics board. You know, you remember in the match preview, I told you guys that the most important positions that we need to align our defensive midfield players as well as our defenders and fullbacks is to make sure that City do not get anywhere near that box because they have people who can shoot the ball. So I've understood that Ten Hag, judging by the sport, that he applied both of his defensive midfielder players to actually close those positions in terms of being in front of the box, and ensuring that City do not shoot from those positions. If you watch the Real Madrid game against Man City, it's the same. That's where City exploited it. If you look at it at the Bernabeu first leg game, and he did that. Tanakh applied players. He made sure that the fullbacks men mark, as well as the defensive midfielders men mark players just outside the box. So yeah, big up to Tanakh in terms of that. Just before I lock out.
Yeah, man, big up. Listen, big up. For me, I always said it's about compactness. Manchester United can still play football when they've got the ball in possession, but it's about the compactness. Big up, Man UFC Realist TV says, Dino, this was the happy ending, but when you come into Thailand, we have the best happy endings. You know what the best happy endings in Thailand will be for me? Penang vegetarian curry. Oh my God. I had one the other night. Oh my God, that Penang Thai curry. Oh my God, the best. Some of the best food I've ever had, honestly. It's so wonderful. But big up to you. Big up to you. Big up to you. Listen, we're all happy. We are over the moon. That Manchester is red. You know what I mean? The noisy neighbours have absolutely had an early bath, early bed tonight. I can't hear them. They're nowhere to be seen. Nobody's answering the WhatsApps. None of them on Telegram. They've left the WhatsApp groups and Telegraph groups and Signal groups. They're nowhere to be found. It's been an absolutely hard season, people. I have absolutely loved slugging it out with you guys. There are more debates to be had. Big up Lesso. Enjoy your time. Even Lesso is joining us there. Hopefully his partner will forgive him. She's trying to sleep and he's chatting about Manchester United. Eh? That's how mad things are. But I just want to thank everybody. Lesso. I want to thank each and everybody who stuck with the channel when we were shadow banned, when we were, demonetized, when the notification bell doesn't even work anymore. People don't know when we're live. I just want to, thank every one of you and everybody. Jarvis, main guy, always on here. Always, come rain or shine. Sometimes looking at me going, is this guy crazy? What the fuck am I doing? It's 2 o'clock in the morning in Norway, and this guy is screaming his head off. My children and my partner are in bed. The neighbors are thinking, what the fuck is going on? Who's this person screaming? And he's looking at the clock going, shit, I need to be up to fucking week. And this guy and Sean are screaming at each other. So big up to Jarvis. Sky has always been our queen, our sister, who's recently joined to come and make a contribution to the channel. You're always welcome, Queen. Anytime you want, you just let me know and just say, listen, I want to jump on. Big up to you. Make sure you check her workout at Sunshine FC across all of it. But the TikTok videos, some of the things what she does is quite unique. The content she makes is quite unique. It actually makes me laugh and it gives me a this is the therapy channel, bots. And the Sunshine FC honestly gives me therapy as well. Bumbaye, you know what? I've known him for a long, long time, since I was 9 years old. We played together, we scream at each other, we do whatever. We never agree. Our opinions are always totally the opposite. But I love him to bits. You'll never see him anywhere else other than on Jarvis Corner on Man UFC Realist TV. Tom, journalist one. Tom is our brother journalist. He's from the city of Steel. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow him. Tom, journalist one. And big up to Tom as well. Always coming in, whether he's here, whether he's in the Steel City, whether he's in London, whether he's in France or Spain. He's always making time to jump on and talk about Manchester United. I want to big up Craig as well. Up the fucking Irish for recognizing Palestine. Up the Irish. But also, I want to give a massive thank you to Khalis Rabadin Lassi, always man with a quote. We really missed him when he's not here. And big up Sheikh Ariane Rashid as well, who's always providing that funniness, and he's one of the kings of the chat. But yeah, make sure you check out Bowley 77. And every Monday, people, most Mondays, he has got his own show on Man UFC Realist TV. And it is called Jarvis Corner. He's there with Stuart live. Stuart used to be a professional footballer. He played, I think his kid plays now, but he became a journalist and a photographer. A journalist. He became a journalist.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And
we
Tom,
had good
Tom is
guests
always
on.
there.
Yeah,
I'm
Tom's
always on
always
there as well,
well. Yeah, well, big up to everybody. Listen, and trust me, you think I'm a madman? I don't change for nobody. Every opinion that I have on here is what I feel passionately. Some people, this channel is not for everybody. I 100% understand that, but I am authentic to fuck of who I am as a person. I have never faked like being giddy or being happy. I've never faked it. I'm usually the one trying to calm people down. I have high expectation for Manchester United, extremely high. And at times I have to remind myself we're not that club anymore. But when I see shit, when I see open spaces, when I don't see a team that hasn't got any structure, I play the lowest level in football, right? Saturday, Sunday league. And when my teams, this season, what's been the most extraordinary is that to see we were set up so much better than Manchester United have been set up. That was, to me, I lost it. I walked out of 3 games because I was like, I'm not taking this. So I know I'm not for everybody. I understand that, people, but I keep it 100%. None of the things. I'm not like some of these other YouTubers who fake authenticity. I'm no fakeness on here. However I'm feeling, you know about it. However I'm feeling. And the thing about it, I'm just passionate. I go to games, I see it. I'm privileged. I'm honored to live. When I cycled there, 13 minutes door to door, 12 minutes door to door, it takes me. Sky's out here all the way in the US. She's getting up at 7 o'clock to watch this. So I know what privileged position that I am in. But hopefully one of these years we'll see Sky, we'll see Jarvis come over here, come and watch Manchester United, and it'd be a pleasure to go with them. And big up to my brother as well, Agostino. Make sure you check his channel out. He's one of the funniest channels on YouTube, man. You must check it out. I agree, Jarvis, 100% is Varane, great player, great performance, but it's time for us to move on and give the space to someone else. Yeah, big up to you. And big up to the Therapy Army people. Big up to the biggest to every one of you. Big up to Therapy Army. And like I say quickly, Sky, Sunshine at Sea across all social media. Tom Journalist One, Bumbaye, you'll never see him on social media.
Bro,
Jarvis,
send some love towards Moani's way, man.
Yeah, Mullah Mawani as well. I was going to come to that. Bowley 77. Big up to Eski as well. You know what?
Eski, of course.
Come on, but Eski was like Ten Hag in. Let me read the message Eski said. Eski said this, right? Eski sent me this. Eski said, Ten Hag in, vindication with me today. Save you the moment, brother. We deserved it. Big up Eski. Well, I'm here. Big up to my brother Moani. Moani would have been happy with that today. He's probably driving somewhere across from Canada to the US, so he's a big truck driver, so he must have been watching it and chilling somewhere. But genuinely, big up everybody in the chat, and please subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Smash a like.
Yes, 10K, let's go.
Yeah, 10K people, we grafted for it, but you know what? We keep it 100. I never wanted to try to do fakeness where we do crazy like transfers and this and that, and to be here it is unbridled, passionate, match reactions, match previews, critical analysis of everything that's going on with Manchester United. What's your dog called? Sky.
Dice. His name's Dice.
Is his boy? Is he a boy?
Yes.
Oh, he's so cute. Look at him. Big up Dice. Big up Dice. Listen, and the majority of you have been amazing. I don't know where Jamie Wayne is. Jamie Wayne, I'm not seeing him in the chat tonight. He's getting smashed tonight. I'm telling you. It's a bank holiday in the UK and it started. I'm telling you, United fans tonight are getting absolutely smashed in Manchester. So big up to you. I'm going to enjoy tomorrow as a Sunday and we'll be back on Monday. But make sure Monday, 9 o'clock, you check out Jarvis Bowley, Jarvis Corner, Bowley 77. And go and check out Luani on Twitter as well, and also Black Rain, Lesso Football TV. He's also shadow banned, but make sure you follow him at Black Rain on Twitter. But big up to everybody, man. Love and light, honestly, and also genuinely. If you want to have any popular culture, go and check out my brother Augustino's channel. Honestly, one of my favorite. He's covered that. If you want a British analysis of the of Drake and Kendrick, then you need to check out Augustino's channel.
Oh, nice.
His channel is crazy. He's
Dang,
so
okay.
funny. He's hilarious. One of my favorite YouTube channels to watch. But big up to my brother as well. But big up to every one of you. It's been a long season, people. Last kick of the game, last kick of the season, Manchester United have won the fucking FA Cup. Of the fucking Reds.
Let's go.
Of the fucking Reds. Let's go, people. Of the Reds.
Vamos.
You know what? And we always sign out and we say free fucking Palestine. There's a genocide going on. Free Sudan, free the Congo. You know what? Free the Tigray region, free Ogaden, free everywhere where anybody's oppressed. So we always stand against the oppressors and stand with the oppressed. I was at the demo today. If you know, you know. If you live in Manchester University, the students have occupied some of the buildings today. They've camped out right in front of on the road. They've been there for 27 days in counting. It's been an incredible thing, and you see all the university protests everywhere. Big up Norway, up the fucking Norway, up the Norway for recognizing Palestine, up the fucking Spain for recognizing Palestine as a state as well. And fuck you, you Zionists, and anybody who backs the Zionists. You know what you can fucking do when we're not stand with racist, apartheid, brutal occupation that the Palestinians are suffering under. We will always stand with them. And we always say, Viva, Viva, Palestina. And we always stand with all the people who are resisting imperialism and colonization wherever they are in this world. Peace, love, light, Glazers, out, win, lose, draw. Blue Moon ain't fucking rising tonight. Blue Moon went to sleep tonight. The 50 fucking red. 115, you cheats. You bunch of fucking cheats. Hold tight. Sleep on that one. Your boys took hell of a beating. You know that famous Norwegian, was he Swedish or famous Norwegian?
Norwegian.
Famous Norwegian. I want to say them tonight. Franny Lee. Franny Lee. Eh? Franny Bloody Lee. Eh? Stuart Pearce. Micah Richards. Aguero. Your boys took hell of a fucking beat. No, Gallagher, you absolute muppet. Your boys are beaten today. Where are you? Where are you? People, but love alike, people. Love alike. Last word, Jarvis. Go ahead and then we'll go around. Last word.
Yeah, I'm just happy it's all over. You know, it's been a roller coaster all season, up and downs, mostly downs. But you know, we ended on a high note. Let's just hope this is rock bottom, and we will go up from here. Next season, Ten Hag might stay or not. We don't know yet. We will know more next week. I won't even speculate anymore. Let's just hope for the best, and I trust. And I trust us to. No, I don't trust us at all to do better. But let's just hope we will do better.
Don't you dare. You trust him, yeah?
The word trust, this club is not the same. There's no fucking trust. There is no. Well, big up to you. Sky, go ahead, sis. Go ahead, Queen.
Yeah, no, thank you again for having me. Big up, everyone. Hit the like button, subscribe. We got to get Norden to 10K. Big up to the panel. Always a pleasure. And yeah, just like Jarvis said, I'm happy that the season is over. I feel like I can just, a weight has been lifted off of my shoulders. And I'm just ready. I'm ready for the summer. I'm ready for next year. And up the Reds, man. I'm happy today.
Yeah. Big up. Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, love as always, people. And I echo what Sky said. Like, share, subscribe as always. Leave a comment after the stream. Nuruddin always reads through them. Gives you his little 2 pence on everything and leaves you a cheeky love out or whatever on your comment. You know, and listen, I would say it's been a shit season. We had the debacle with the Champions League. We had the fucking injury, illness, whatever you call it, virus through the fucking team. You know, we've had an ownership change amongst all of this. We had all the jeopardy over who was going to come in. We didn't do anything in the January window. We've had all these changes upstairs and young players have come into the team and we've had fucking human remains outside the training ground. Like, it's been a fucking car crash. It's been a documentary. Seriously, Amazon, Disney, everybody, you fucking missed the boat on this one, guys. That's all I'm going to say. But, no, love as always to everybody and... I hope everybody has a good summer leading on to it as well. And, for whatever happens with Eric Ten Hag, like Jarvis said, I think we'll find out in the next week or so. But for me, if Ineos look at it anyway, I don't know if one game's going to change their minds on what they've seen for, months now while they've been in the door. But if it does, listen, we'll probably get behind Eric Ten Hag, and if they believe he's the right man to go forward, then by all means. But if somebody else comes in, we'll get behind them. It's our football club at the end of the day, and we'll always give people a chance at this club.
Yeah, big up. Mumbai.
Just want to say, man, I'm proud to be part of this channel because of what it stands for. It transcends football. The Palestinian cause is not a Muslim cause. It's a humanitarian cause, and that's why it's global. And like you said, man, I really respect, and we have very few things to be proud of in this country right now, especially with the government we've had. But I'm proud of the student movements, not just in England but everywhere. This is their fight, this is their time, and they're going to do the job that previous generations have not done, and they are doing it with aplomb. Sky, nice addition to this. Jarvis, big yourself up, big up all the people that contribute, and it's all for the guys in the comments, man. Even after the shows, one of my joys is just going and seeing who's giving me shit. I love you too, and the guys that are bigging me up, which is rare. I really have to look hard for those ones, but it's all about the people in the comments. And honestly, it's like they're part of the panel anyway. You see them every week. It's wonderful. And from a footballing point of view, I'd like Eric Ten Hag to stay, if only for 6 months, just to see what he can do, because I have seen things that I have liked. But unfortunately, they've been short-lived. But I am going to empathise with the circumstances and the constraints we've been under. And I hope he stays. And if he does, I'm going to back him. And if he doesn't, then you know what? Thank you.
Yeah, big up. Listen, big up, man. Listen, we're gonna go out with this one. We're gonna go out with this song. But big up. Listen, and again, I thank everybody. But this is what we're gonna go out with. So get ready, everybody.
Oasis.
No,
Is it? Is it?
Not this one. Not
Gonna give it back to you? Is that what we got? No.
No, we're not gonna end. Actually, we're not gonna end with this one. We're gonna end with something better, I think, because we're not gonna talk about how they're cheating. Everybody knows they're cheating. This is the song. We've seen it all. We've won it all. United and we never go. Ole, ole. We've seen it all. We've won it all. And
Man United
never
never
go. There you go. Big up. And we got a couple of chats. We got some super chats. Generous super chats. Big up, Great Wobby says. Big up Nura and Co for all your work in the season, man. Listen, big up. It could never be done without the community, man. Mufc says, the day Man City get found guilty of 5 charges, I'm organising them. And you're all invited. Yeah, the song that United fans were singing today was, we know who you are. We know who you are. Cheating bastards. We know. That's what they were singing, but yeah, it is what it is, people. Let that sort out. We celebrate it. Big up, man. Love and light. The city belongs to us. The city is red. The city is ours. Love and light. Free fucking Palestine. Free Syria. Free fucking from Zionists. Free Lebanon from Zionists. Free Iran from Zionists. That's what we're saying, people. Zionism is racism and it's brutal. It's brutal violence, and we're against that. And we're against colonization and imperialism. Free fucking Palestine. Fever, Palestina, people. We lose or draw, Glazers fucking out. We lose or draw, Glazers out. Right? That's how we say. Glazers sell the fucking football club. That's what we want. Right? But big up to everybody. And Jarvis says here, anyone fancy join me afterwards? I'll be over on my friend's people's channel, Football Power Hour. Let me know and I'll send you the link. Yeah, big up. Yep. If anybody wants to join Tom, if any of you are available, we'll send you the link. Yeah, big up. Love and light, people. I'm going to, you know what? I'm tired. I've been at protests all day.
It's okay.
I'm going to go and have a nice little bath. And I'm going to relax and just enjoy this win and I've just gone crazy. I've just tweaked my neck again. See, but this is what football does to you. Eh? That's what football does to you. Love and light, people. Thank you so much for all your support. But we're going to be talking about the transfer, so it's not done. Me and Jarvis actually starting from next week. And if any of you want to do the same, there's a 3-part documentary about 99 on Amazon. We're going to watch it and we're going to preview it here. We're going to watch it and review it here. We're going to talk about it on here. So we're going to start that next week from Thursday onwards.
Nice.
So let us know. Let us know if you guys want to be part of that. Amazon 99 if you want to watch that. And that we're going to be talking about the manager, new manager, the new manager. We're going to be talking about what players we need. We're going to be doing some scouting for players that think we need. But let me get to Craig. Have I got to Craig's?
Your super chat, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've already got to that. But big up to, but I don't want to miss out any chat. But big up, man. Big up to everybody. Love and light, man. Yeah. Listen, join Jarvis. Jarvis will be live on
Football Power Hour.
Power Hour, yeah. Go and join him. Make sure you get there for more football content. Big up. Love and light, people. Excellent show, Nuruddin, again. Thanks, bro. Big up to all of you people, man. Let people know about the channel. Subscribe, man. We need to get to 10K because you deserve it. It's not about me, people. It's a community. Here, we're ruthless. We're not for the faint-hearted. We're not for everybody, but we're a community. That's what we are. We're a little community. And we don't, on this channel, we don't do all this clickbaiting business. We don't. We stay true to the protest channel that it is. It's a protest channel. It's anti-Glazer channel, and we stay true to that. Love and light, people. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, wherever you are in the world. Mick, I'm so happy you found your cat, man. Enjoy. Mick is getting slammed tonight in Thailand as we speak. Take care, people. A party everywhere. Love and light. Peace. Good night.
Peace.
Good night, y'all.
Good night.